Hello everybody. Welcome to Stage Beauty. I'm starting this series of videos doing makeup that I have done on stage, just showing tutorials of stage makeup that I have done for different characters. So I thought it would be best to start out with one of my favorite looks I have ever done on stage, which is Helena Landless from the Mystery of Edwin Drood. And I guess just a little note about it, if anyone knows Mystery of Edwin Drood from the actual story, the Charles Dickens story, and not from the musical. If you're wondering why a very pale red-headed girl is playing Helena Landless, in the musical, it's actually a group of English actors from the music hall that are coming together to perform this brand new production of the Mystery of Edwin Drood. So my character was actually Janet Conover? Janet. My character was Janet, the kind of temperamental actress who was playing the kind of temperamental character of Helena Landless. And there was a very specific note in the script saying that the Landless twins were not to be played Hindu. They were not to have a Hindu accent. They were not to you're not really supposed to change their skin color unless the actor and actress who playing Neville and Helena were actually Indian. They were not supposed to be played as such, since Helena Landless in the story and in the musical is from Ceylon, so from Sri Lanka. But it was very specific that we weren't supposed to have a Hindu accent. Our accent was just supposed to be strange and foreign. In fact, I actually had a line that was, I only wish I could express my gratitude without this strange and somewhat geographically untraceable accent, which I know sounds like a Russian vampirist, but that's the accent we went with. It was just this mishmash of different things. So it was just a very strange look, and so that's why this very pale girl is doing this kind of Arab Indian-ish kind of inspired look, which I really kind of pulled the inspiration from my costume, which was this bright royal blue and gold, kind of very much like the earrings that I'm wearing. So if you enjoy this look and want to see how I did it, stay tuned and I will show you. Alright, so I've done one eye already, at least partway through, and the only thing other than the one eye that I have on is my foundation, the concealer, powder, and then I do have a primer. I use this little tiny sample of the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Greed, so it's a very subtle golden shimmer, and I thought it would work well with the colors that this look is going for. So the first thing that I do is I use this e.l.f. mineral eyeshadow in the color Beachy. So it's this very vibrant blue that you can kind of see there. And I'm going to take an angled defining brush. This is another one from e.l.f. And I'm going to pat that gently into the kind of V crease over here. And you can always add more. This color is so bright that I kind of go in stages. And it's okay if it looks a little clownish to begin with. It's going to look a little ostentatious, and that's part of the whole point of it being stage makeup and the character as well. Once I think that I've got a good kind of pack of color in, I'm going to go in with a clean brush and just kind of feather out the edges of it and kind of, just do a gentle blend. And then kind of see if I match, which I don't. Just taking that blue in the crease, and then I'm going to take a small brush. This is again the e.l.f. the small precision brush, and I'm going to dip a little bit of that in the blue, and I'm going to just get the outer corner kind of from, yeah, the outer corner to the middle of my eye. And then just kind of smudge it out a little bit. It's okay if it kind of goes out away from your eye a little, because we're going to have that winged effect anyway. So then when I'm done with the blue, I'm going to use this next e.l.f. color. This one is the Mineral Eyeshadow in Golden. So it's a pretty shimmery gold. And I'm going to put that, I'm going to use my finger and pack that in the part of my eye that doesn't have the blue eyeshadow. So from the inner tear duct to the middle. And then I'm again going to take the small precision brush and just get a little bit of the gold and put that along the tear duct and along the lower part of the lash line as well. Now, since that is such a harsh line, and it is going to be a little bit because there's such a contrast in color, but I do take kind of a medium toned gold. This one is bronzed, and I'm going to put that, again with my finger, kind of right in between the two colors. And just kind of let it serve as a transition shade. Now it's still going to be harsh, and I kind of wanted that very dramatic blue going to the gold, but I tried to blend it as much as I possibly could and can. Maybe go in and add a little bit more blue if you feel like maybe you added a little too much gold. Get my clean one. Just a lot of blending. I usually take a very long time with my eyeshadow when I'm in a show. For some reason, I love to accentuate my eyes. And then on the top is just kind of a transition to kind of, not transition, but to kind of mellow out the top. I just use this Wet n Wild Brulee. And I just put that on the top, on my brow bone, and it also helps kind of maybe fade a little bit of that blue that maybe went a little crazy. And then I'm going to take a liquid eyeliner. This is the one from Jessie's Girl, and I'm going to do this very dramatic, completely lined eye, which I know breaks one of the rules of stage makeup. You don't want to completely line your eye like this, but I'm going for a very specific look. And the theater that we did this show in, it was very intimate. So people weren't that far away from me. So while my makeup was very dramatic and I wanted it to look like I was wearing dramatic, crazy makeup, or a lot of makeup, I felt like I was okay with completely lining my eye because of the look that I was going for. So I'm going to basically just line the top and do the gigantic wing and then do the little point over on the other end. And I use both a liquid and a pencil liner for this. And it's okay to make it kind of more dramatic because I am going to add eyelashes onto this. So if it goes on a little thicker than what you would normally want, it is totally okay. And I just kind of over accentuate the tear duct. And connect it. I know I'm kind of bending down. I'm trying to look at my mirror over here. And then, just to do the wing, always the hardest part is trying to get these semi-even at least. And again, bold is okay with this. Then in the inner part of my eye, I actually go in with a pencil because it's easier than the liquid line. So I line my waterline with the black. And then try and do the tight line. I'm not very good at this, so sometimes I just have to stick the pencil up there and rub it. But basically, I just want black all around my eyes, which is an incredibly overly done look, over-dramatic look. So now that that's done, I am going to go in and just kind of accentuate my eyebrows with the, surprise, surprise, e.l.f. eyebrow kit. Okay if I make them a little darker, even though I didn't do anything to change the color of my hair, as I stated before. I actually left her as a redhead. Eyebrows tell a lot in a character, so if my eyebrows are a little bit darker and a little bit more dramatic than usual, that is totally okay. Accentuate the eyebrows. Then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. highlight. Just highlight the inner, just that little ridge, a little arch. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Under my eye. Keep losing my fake sorry here. And then I'm going to go in and put on eyelashes. I have these, which they're a little ragged looking right now because I did use these for the show themselves. They're from Eyeliner, and I believe they were called the Twilight Eyelashes. And I thought they were kind of perfect for the character. So I'm going to put these on off camera because it takes me a while. Now I have on my incredibly dramatic lashes to just give that strange effect, that foreign effect. So the next step that I did is I got a glitter eyeliner in gold. This one, again, is e.l.f. I'm using a lot of e.l.f. makeup just because, especially for theater, when I have to get things that are a little bit strange that I wouldn't use in my everyday life, like glitter, it's cheaper. This one is actually in copper, not gold, but it comes off being very gold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the underneath, the inner part of my lash line, where kind of that gold shadow is, and then I'm going to follow the line of the eyeliner up above. So I'm just adding kind of a pop of sparkle to it. Which I do realize that when the musical takes place, they probably didn't have glitter, but I wanted to add glitter, and it was fun. And the guy who played my brother also did the same thing with his. He kind of just lined his eyes very dramatically, and he did the glitter too. So it was just kind of a unifying effect between the two of us. Just doing the same thing on the other eye. And I'm basically just kind of following that, that liner from almost the middle of my eye to the outer corner and just kind of on the top as much as I can of it. Just again, giving a little bit of a sparkle, something, a little something extra to it. And then I basically just did the rest of my face. This was the biggest part of it, was the eyes, and they're pretty much done. I had put on in between, while I was putting on the lashes, I did put on a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes, and any of my upper lashes that were kind of peeking through and looking like they weren't part of the lash because they were a slightly different color. And then I'm just going to basically contour my cheeks and do some blush. And again, with this, anything that's a little bit stronger than what you would normally do is just fine. And with this especially, it would warm up my face a bit. Being as I am so pale, although I was playing the English actress playing the foreign character, which is why, again, I did nothing to change the color of my skin. that also can be considered offensive, but just adding the bronzer does kind of warm up my face just a little bit. Also, adding the stronger cheekbones can add to the effect that my character may very well be evil. So the stronger the cheekbones, the better, without them looking too clownish. And then for this character, because I had more darker tones to the makeup, I actually used a makeup from blush from Brand Nye called Dark Tech, which is actually usually what the boys use for blush, but it's a very dark kind of corally color. So I'm just going to actually use the same brush, because if I get a little bit of that bronze in there, that's just fine. And hit the apples of my cheeks and a little bit up. And for stage, I would probably go a little bit more dramatic with things like blush and bronzer, since the stage lights do wash you out so much. And then I'm just going to go in and hit my cheekbones with the highlighting powder that I used above the arch of my eyebrow. A little bit on my cheeks, a little down at the bridge of my nose, a little on the chin. And then for my lips, I use this color from Revlon called Black Cherry. It's number 477. I love this color. It's so vampy and dramatic. It's one of my favorite lipsticks. And then just do the highlighting on the lips. So just hit the center with a little bit of that pretty powder, and again the Cupid's bow. And that is, if I can do that, my Helena Landless look. I hope you guys enjoyed this installment of Stage Beauty. Please let me know if there's something that you would like to see, and I will do my best to put it up. So thank you so much, and I will see you later. Bye.